how on earth some $2 makeup brushes and beauty sponges work. I got you. So I just did a Snapchat tutorial on this look. I'll try to get this video up in time for you to be able to go run and watch the Snapchat tutorial if you want to. If not, I'm sorry. Anywho, as you can see, I'm not done with my makeup, but if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know that I do my eyeshadow like 90%, then I beat my whole face, and then I finish my eyeshadow. So I just want to show you guys these brushes that I got from the Juno & Co. Woo-hoo. These are the brushes, and then I got 3 sponges. Your girl likes to be frugal, so they actually sent me this box. What I'm gonna do for you guys is use all of the brushes. They don't have like a name that kind of tells you what they do. They just say ES05361. First, let me tell you about this sponge. Comes like that. It's blue. Kind of reminds me of fabric softener is what it looks like. The claims for the, so real quick, what I'm gonna do is go to the website and then I'm gonna tell you guys what the claims are. So the claims for the sponge is that it's microfiber. The outside is similar to a blending brush. Okay. It's $4 for the sponge, so super duper cheap. And basically the inside is kind of tough, and then the microfiber is soft on the outside, so when you blend your makeup in, the sponge, the center of the sponge does not absorb the makeup. Very interesting. Double slanted edge. Okay, so the claims are ultra soft dual layer, save 50 to 70% more makeup product, blender makeup brush equals perfect for wet and dry application. And I have 3, so I guess I could use them all basically. The brush bundle for the essentials is $7, so I'm guessing if you were gonna get all the brushes that I was getting, you probably wind up spending like $12 to $15. There really aren't any claims for the brushes. These are all the brushes that I got. You guys should see like my whole setup right now. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so I got the sponge. First impression, wetting it, it absorbs water really good, which is great. It's a little dense in the center, but it's still considerably soft, so that's good. When I squeezed it, there was some blue dye that came out, which isn't abnormal to me because when I get beauty blenders, they do the same exact thing. So there's that. Always wash before you use them or whatever. What I'm gonna do is prime my skin like I normally do, and I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish primer real quick. Yeah, so I'm gonna give these brushes a fair chance because I feel like, you know, they're cheap, which is awesome, especially for my girls who can't spend like $100 on one brush, which I would not either. Go ahead and set that with some powder, and I'm switching over to my Nye Neutral Set Powder. Swirl it around. They really do pick up product. Ooh. I need to get a mirror in front of me because I can't see. It's really soft. That's for sure. I feel like the front of the brush is heavier than the end of the brush. You already know what it is. I'm going to mix these 2 foundations right here. I'm running out. Now I'm going to take this sponge, and by the way, it's called the Juno Fusion Sponge. I'm just gonna take the flat side and pick up some of my Kat Von D. We'll see. Oh, hold on. It is packing that on. I feel like with the flat side, it doesn't have a bounce to it like the beauty blenders do, but wow. I think I'm gonna like the flat side for concealer though, when I need to come up here and just like cut it. Getting in between your eyebrows, a breeze. I do feel like the Kat Von D foundation went way further than it normally does with my beauty blender. I always have to use way more than anybody else does. Like people tell me, oh, you only need 1 pump or maybe 1.5, but I use like 4. And I'm a cake face, but I'm not that much of a cake face, you know. It really is distributing the product too. I am delightfully surprised. Mind you, I have never heard of this brand in my life. when they told me that their brushes and stuff were like super cheap. I was like, what? I get affordable stuff. Oh my god, that feels so soft. Hold on. First of all, the fact that I can do that and it's not like pulling on my skin is amazing. So the product really doesn't soak into the sponge. It's literally just sitting there. So I'm going to use this as my concealer brush since I don't use brushes like this for foundation. And I'm taking the Instant Age Rewind concealer. So I'm going to go into my ABH Cream Contour Kit. This is in the shade medium and I'm using Banana, Bright and Lifted. So I'm just going to put this right here and a little bit right here. Then I'm going to take my Instant Age Rewind and I'm going to dab it right on here. This brush is really soft. It's mixing my concealers well. There's that. And I like how it gets into the corner of my eye. Normally that's one of the hardest places for me to get my concealer. But again, I'm pretty sure this is a foundation brush. I'll have all of the brushes linked below for anybody who actually wants to purchase them because they're so affordable. Just to give it a chance, I'm going to go on my face with this sponge and I'm going to use the back of it just for giggles. It feels like it dried a bit, so it definitely isn't going to hold water for too long, I guess, and that might be a good thing actually. Trying to get in this inner corner though. Okay, there we go. I'm using the corner to blend out the corner. So I'm going to take my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. I am going to use a sponge, so I'm going to take the flat side of the sponge first and see. Ooh, that picked up a lot of product. I'm going to scrape it off. And I'm just going to come right up under here. Wow. Okay. So now I'm going to take my powder brush, this one right here. I'm going to list them all down below. This is the ES03 brush. And I'm going to take my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder in dark. And that's what it looks like. And I'm just going to press this in. And you definitely don't have to worry about these brushes picking up product because they will pick up the product. I'm also going to use this brush to contour my face. So I'm using the Lancome Dual Finish Foundation Powder. And I'm going to lay the brush like that. And then come up on the sides here like that. Ooh, that was easy. I always like to tap in my bronzer, my contour, because I feel like if you swoosh it around, it'll pick up the foundation. So if you're like, you know, even if you're being really light, I feel like it'll pick up foundation. I do put makeup on my hair. Either you're gonna have makeup on your hair or you're gonna look like you got a mask on. So I would rather have the makeup on my hair. I'm gonna use this right here. And I wanna say that this is like a contouring and blush brush, which is really, really good if you want supreme definition. But that's not what I'm going for today. So I'm just gonna go into, let me see, my Angelina blush from Thrive Cosmetics. And that's how much I got. Oh, that's pretty. Last but not least, I'm gonna do my highlight. And for my highlight, I'm gonna use my Becca Champagne Pop and my fan brush here. And I'm just gonna... It's been a minute since I've used a fan brush to do this too. I mean, it put it on there, but it doesn't give me that like wow effect that I normally get. I'm gonna try to use the blender. soften it a little bit. Might pick up a little bit and see what happens. Okay, that's pretty. I'm gonna finish my eye makeup and I will be using this brush on my Snapchat. And so I'll, if my Snapchat video still up, you know, you guys will get to see me using this in action. But I'll be right back to tell you guys what I think about the brushes. So this is the result. My face, my eyes, like I said, this video will be up the night that I post the Snapchat tutorial. So you will have 24 hours to watch the entire thing, including my eye look. And this is what the brushes and the sponge look like after the fact. Okay, so first of all, let me talk to you guys about these brushes. Like I said, these are super duper affordable. They kind of remind me of the e.l.f. Cosmetics brushes as far as their price range goes. So that's a definite plus, especially if you need brushes and you can't afford the name brand ones. I like them overall because of the bristles. I like dual fiber bristles. I like that they're not made out of animal hair. And I also like that they're black, because that's very professional, neat, and clean looking. If I had to say something that I don't like about the brushes, I thought I didn't like the barrel because I thought that the barrel was really, really thin, but it turns out that it's not, and it's holding the bristles super tight, which is awesome. They haven't shed on me while I was using them. I'll leave information down below how they act after I wash them and stuff tonight. But what I don't like is how light they are on the end. I feel like I could literally whoop, like it would go whoop, fly anywhere out of my little goofy buttery fingers. So that's the only thing that I don't like about these brushes. And also I wish that the brush kind of said what it's for, like blush, or you know, it could be something cute and witty, but I wish that it said what it was for, only because if I have beginners purchasing these brushes after me saying that I like them, you know, they're gonna be like, okay, what the heck is this brush for? I mean, I bought it, it's cute, and it was affordable, you know. My least favorite brush, unfortunately, is gonna have to be this one. I'm really picky about my highlighting brushes. So it might have just been user error, but I don't like this one for highlighting. I think I'm gonna love it more for bronzing. But this one is not great for highlighting to me. Now, if you like fan brushes, this will be excellent for you because it's dual fiber. I think I'm gonna love this more for bronzing. I do like how soft they are. I think that they are pretty freaking good for the price. Even though they're affordable, they don't seem cheap, and the quality of the actual bristles is awesome. So I would definitely suggest checking them out if you want to get some makeup brushes. I think that these brushes are freaking awesome. And I will link them all down below so that you can pick and choose whichever one you want. The blending sponge. My thoughts, I feel like they're inconclusive. Mostly because I really have to see how much I like this. I think that this is awesome for foundation, especially since the Kat Von D foundation that I use is really matte, super dry, and thick. Normally with my beauty blenders, which I have a dirty one, right, it kind of like absorbs it and gets really hard and sticky, and then it starts to like pick up the foundation as I'm blending it. And I like that this does not do that with that foundation specifically. I didn't believe it when it said that it was microfiber and that it did not absorb product, but once I started using it, I realized that it actually really is. So this sponge is $4, which is $16 and some change if you add taxes, less than a beauty blender. I think that this is awesome. This is better than the Real Technique sponge. This is better than the sponges at Target and Marshalls and TJ Maxx that I've seen and used. It's a little dense in the center. It's not something that I would just be like, ooh, you know, like I don't like it. And you can literally see the product sitting on the sponge instead of soaking into it, which I love too. I also like that it doesn't dry super bad, and that when I was rubbing it on my jawline to blend my foundation down, it just smoothed across my skin like butter. So for the price overall, I think that these brushes and the sponge are legit. If you got $20 to spare and you want some legit brushes for your face specifically and a sponge, I think that this is a great opportunity for you. I think anybody starting out wearing makeup should definitely check out Juno & Co. That's pretty much all I got to say, y'all. You know, I keep it short, keep it sweet, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't no point in going on and on and on. If you love it, you love it. If you hate it, you hate it, whatever. Like I said, the brushes are awesome. They're affordable. I like the sponge as well. And I will be repurchasing, which is not something that I say very often. And the reason why is because normally I don't go out and buy stuff. But this sponge right here, I will definitely be getting this sponge before I get a beauty blender. I will tell you that right now. So look out for these brushes in my latest videos. I'm so sorry I don't have a discount code for you guys. I wish that I did. But considering how cheap and affordable they are, you probably don't need one. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to thumbs up, leave some love in the comment section, subscribe to this channel, you know, share with your friends and everything else. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. I love you. Oh, also don't forget to watch this video because it's right here for you, boo. It's right here waiting for you when you're ready to watch me again and again and again and again.